Hey folks, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. I have decided to participate in the June edition of 30 Inks 30 Days. And first of all, I feel like I have to say that I have participated in 30 Inks 30 Days before. I tried last year several times and I never made it all the way through the month. But this April 2020, I tried to do the 30 Inks 30 Days, and I never got brave enough to post any pictures on Instagram. I've never actually posted a picture on Instagram, but I did participate in the comfort of my own home, and I decided to do a whole month of blue ink for April. Blue ink is my favorite color, and I have many bottles of blue ink. I can't get enough of it. So for April, I did, I called it the month of blues. April was the month of blues. And I had so much fun in April that I decided to continue that in May. Even though May doesn't have 30 days, I did 31 Inks 31 days. Again, not brave enough to post anything on Instagram. I just participated from the comfort of my own home. But in May, I decided to use some of my blue samples. I have lots and lots of ink samples, as I'm sure we all do, and I never seem to get around to using them. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to use a different blue ink sample every day. Now, the journal that I had the bottled inks in is somewhere else, but this is my current journal that I've been writing in, and I decided to keep track of it in here. So this was my 31 Inks, 31 Days, Month of Blues 2. And I would like to go over all of these inks at some point, but that is not the focus of today's video. Today we are actually doing the 30 Inks 30 Days for June. And I was watching Chris Saenz channel. I'm a big fan of hers. I love her videos. And she mentioned that she is going to be doing 30 Inks 30 Days in June. But like I've been doing, she's going to be doing exclusively blue inks. And she's calling it 30 Blue Inks 30 Days. So that's what I'm going to put on my little list here. And I picked out today's ink. And I did just pick this according to what I wanted to use. I didn't randomly draw and be surprised about what I chose. I actually just placed my first order with Pure Pens over in Wales during the quarantine. I've done quite a lot of quarantine shopping, so I have many new pens and many new inks on top of all of the pens and inks I already have. But this Pure Pens order came in, and I was in the middle of doing my my blue samples, so I didn't want to use any bottled ink because I was trying to just use blue samples. But this was one of the bottles that I ordered off of the Pure Pens website. I saw one of their videos on YouTube a while back. It was their best-selling inks, and I saw this one, Pure Pens, their in-store brand line of ink, and it's called Saltire, and I think it's just gorgeous. It's exactly the kind of blue that I like. It's that deep royal blue. It has some red sheen to it. So I knew as soon as I had the opportunity to use a bottled ink again that I would want to use this ink. And I try to do little swatch cards of all of my inks. And most of you have probably heard of the coloring cards. But they're just a little expensive for me, so following a tip that I saw on Chris Saenz's channel, she made cards out of watercolor paper. So I bought a pad of paper at Walmart, and I just cut out the cards and punched holes in them, and I made a whole giant stack of them, and I've been using those up. I'm actually getting low on my cards, and I need to make some more. But I like to swatch all of my inks, so I usually write, just trying to make sure you guys can see, I usually write with a glass dip pen the name of the brand and the name of the ink, and then I do a swatch with a Q-tip. And one thing I like to do is make a little drip on the side, and that's usually where you get to see a lot of sheen and shading in the inks. And hopefully you guys can see this. This does have some lovely red sheen, but not too much. I like a little bit of sheen with my ink. I don't like a little bit of ink with my sheen. So this one is very pretty. And I was also trying to decide what pen I was going to use today, and I saw this one in the box of pens that needed to be cleaned. This is a Jinhao X750, and I believe the color is Blue Swirl. And I don't have good memories of using the X750s and the X450s. I have several different colors of each model, but I've never really enjoyed using them, and I can't really say why. But this was in the box to be cleaned, and it had been in the box to be cleaned for a very long time. So I've been trying to catch up on my pen cleaning, so I cleaned this one out yesterday, and I thought, okay, I will use this pen on June 1st to write with. So I did, and it wasn't so bad. So I'm actually thinking that I might just continue using this one for the rest of the month and just clean it out every day and keep refilling it every day. So that way I'll give this pen a good test, and maybe I can figure out what it was about the pen that I didn't like before, or maybe I'll realize that I do like this pen. You never know. But that's why we do these experiments, to see which pens we like and which inks we like. So this is my personal journal, and I've been writing with the ink of the day in my journal, and it's a really good way to test out the ink and see how it looks on the paper. As you probably know, when you swatch it on a card, it looks one way, but then once you get it in a pen and write with it, it tends to look differently. So this is my personal journal, and I don't want to share that with anyone at this point, but I would like to do a little writing with this ink. So let's move this out of the way. Let's see here. This is a little Clairefontaine notebook, and I buy these at my local pen shop. It's the Norfolk Stationery in Norfolk, Virginia. I love that shop so much. It's been killing me during the quarantine. I couldn't go over there and go shopping, and there's such nice people there, and I just love going over and talking to them, and they're just wonderful. And it's not just a fountain pen store. It is a stationery store, an office supply store. So they sell a little bit of everything, but I mostly go there for the fountain pens and ink and paper. So I do get these little Clairefontaine notebooks over there, and they're really affordable. I want to say they're about $2 or $3. And let me see. It's can you see that? It's 72 pages. So I use this paper if I just want to test out an ink, and I've written with different inks in here, just goofing around with the ink. So it's a lot of fun, and it's good paper to write on. So I thought I would use this one this month for my ink testing. Just trying to make sure you guys can see. So this is going to be, oop, let's get this sucker going here. Come on, little pen. Always when you have guests, the kids have to act up, right? So this is going to be 30 blue inks, 30 days. Oh dear, I feel like I'm shaking the camera a whole lot. I don't know how much the shake is going to show up on camera, but I will try to write very gently. So this is day 1, and this is Pure Pens Saltire, and this is a Jinhao X750, and I believe the color is Blue Swirl. Very appropriate for a month of blue ink, although it just was a coincidence that it happened that way. If it had been a different color pen, I would have picked it up to try it out anyway. But I digress. So let's see, let's write our little sample sentence here. And I am a very aggressive writer. I grip my pens really hard, and I tend to press on the paper really hard. That's one of the reasons why fountain pens are great for me, because the pens tend to be bigger, so I get less hand cramping if I'm gripping a larger pen. And also it encourages me not to press on the paper so hard, but that's a discussion for another day. But anyway, there is our little writing sample. And it's a lovely color. Let's see if I can do a little smear here. Ooh, very nice. All right, so that is our ink for today, and I will get my journal back out now and do a little bit of writing. And if you've never heard of Pure Pens, and you've never tried out any of their inks, you should definitely give them a look. I bought the Celtic Sampler, and oh well, I can talk about that at another time. We can do a little discussion of my Pure Pens order, but they have such beautiful colors, and I just couldn't wait to get my hands on those inks. So I'm really going to enjoy using this ink today, and I'm looking forward to choosing another blue ink for tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and oh, I guess I should invite you to subscribe to my channel. I don't have any subscribers yet, so you would be very welcome to subscribe. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite blue ink is. I've hardly met a blue ink that I don't like, and I'm having so much fun exploring all of my blue inks, and here we are going into my 3rd month of blue ink, a different blue ink every day, and I could not be more excited. So hopefully you will join in, either with your own 30 inks of different colors, or if you'd like to do some blue inks, you can join in with Chris Saenz and do the 30 blue inks 30 days. So all right, I hope I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.